I've had enough of the Nefesh HaBahamis. We've spoken a lot about that creature part of ourselves. That's enough for now, though. Now we turn our attention to the Nefesh Elokis, the Neshama. As we try to make a space in the material world for the ethereal, for the godliness within ourselves to come forth. Our challenge is that as a foreigner in this world, the soul does not speak the language. And when you can't speak the language of the land, it's hard to get around. So how do we get the beauty of the soul in all of its extraordinary powers that God vested in it to ourselves? It needs clothing. When we wear clothing, it allows us to come in public. And it also allows us to express ourselves. These two features of clothing is what the neshama has. And it's known as the clothing of the soul. The clothing of the soul allows the soul to come forth, to be present, to be actual in this existence, in our life. And the clothing of the soul express all the powers that are in that soul. And it's only through its clothing that it can have that expression. What is the clothing of the soul? The clothing of the soul is thought, speech, and action having to do with the spiritual or with God. When I think about God or some power of the soul that I am contemplating, if I speak and I utter a prayer about God or some power of the soul, or I do an action having to do with that particular power, it becomes the clothing of the soul. It brings the soul out into myself, to my eye. The path of meditation, and the path that we are on, the path of the Piaseczna Rebbe, really combines thought and speech. Often meditation involves thought. The Piaseczna's meditation, one begins by speaking, turning your mind, after having been emptied out of all distraction, to the words. And from the place of words that you say audibly connects you to higher thought. This is the path of the Piaseczna Rebbe. The path that we are taking for the clothing of the soul to bring out its beauty. In this meditation, after having settled the body, cleared the mind, distraction, we turn to God in meditative prayer. And we ask, Master of the world, bring forth beautiful powers of the soul to ourself. Through thought, help us concentrate our mind. Through speech, help us use our words. Action, help us live that life.